Track and field, the NCAA West preliminary start Wednesday through Saturday in Arkansas on ESPN Plus. 52 Cougars qualified for the competition. And that is our setup.
Yes, right.
For our next guest, just a sophomore, already number 6 in program history in the Pentathlon, and number 7 all-time in the Heptathlon. She's a headline maker as a two-sport athlete, and her job on campus creates headlines for her teammates in the sports information department. Our pleasure to welcome Mayci Taylor to the Wise Guys. We're sorry Jake took so long and you just had to wait. Are you okay with that?
I'm just happy to be in the same room as the BYU.
How about that? There we go.
Have you met Jake before?
I haven't. I've watched him.
Yeah.
Let us formally introduce you. This is Mayci. She's a phenomenal two-sport athlete and also great PR and writer and all that kind of stuff. So there you go.
We got a lot of questions for you. Let's start with the difference between the Pentathlon indoors and the Heptathlon outdoors.
Yeah, so the Heptathlon is 7 and the Pent is 5. So when we go outdoors, we throw the javelin and add the 200. Whereas the Pentathlon is the hurdles, high jump, shot put, long jump, and 800.
What's your best event of all of the 7?
I'd have to say high jump because that's what I qualified for the preliminary round this Saturday. But relative to other heptathletes, I am pretty good at the 800, but I wouldn't qualify for anything postseason.
So high jump and 800, though, those are your...
Yes, those are the 2 events I scored the most points in.
So the team's preparing for the West preliminaries, 52 athletes. And we're going to talk about your job here in just a little bit. But where do you fit in the mix here as far as competition this week?
I should probably have a little bit more optimistic attitude. I'm a heptathlete through and through.
Yeah.
And so I actually just barely missed out on the national meet. They take the top 24
and you were 26, right?
And I was 26, so it was quite a heartbreak this past week. And I was hoping some athletes would scratch, but when you're a heptathlete, that's basically what you do, and so no one did. But I'm excited to just go give it my best shot. I really don't feel like I have a lot of pressure on me because it's not my main event.
But you'll be in the high jump. And will you be in anything else?
But I'll just be in the high jump. Okay. It'll be interesting to go to a meet and not feel like I'm gonna throw up from running or
right.
or I don't have to throw anything. That's what I'm most excited about is I don't have to throw. It's definitely not my strength.
So jumping is?
Yeah, what's the goal? What height do you want to clear this? What would be your PR if you could just get your PR this weekend?
Yeah, so the progressions are set up to where I could hit my PR exactly, which is 5'9" ¼ and then the next bar would be a stretch, but I mean, definitely going to attempt it.
Let's
I think
go.
It's like 5'11" and something. So
let's go.
Just go for that.
Let's go get
it.
So if you got 5'11" and something, would you qualify for nationals, do you think?
My guess is that will be the bar that goes, but you have to jump clean. So that means on every first attempt.
Right, you can't miss 2 and go.
I don't think so. I mean, it's
Mayci,
really,
let's go. It's 5'11". Let's do
5'11".
this.
Really stiff competition, but it'll be fun. I'm excited.
So what is your job with sports information, with the Sports Information Office?
Yeah, so I do a lot of writing, lots of previews, lots of recaps. Basically, women's track and field on the BYU Cougars website. I am doing all those bio updatings, the top 10s, the historical things, as well as connecting my fellow teammates to media and pitching some of their stories and accomplishments. But also, I help with a lot of football media, basketball, and so I'm really exposed to all the other sports, and it's just been really fun to learn and I've found out that this is really something that I'd love to do in the future as a real job.
Now, for the record, there's no other student on campus.
All of our research shows that
there's 36,000 students on campus that is in charge of promoting the athletes on the same team that you compete on. Mm-hmm. Why isn't you just put your name in all the headlines and then get to the rest of the team? But instead, you got to keep track of everybody. How do you do that while you're doing your thing?
Yeah, I actually think it makes my job easier because I'm there at the meet where I'm seeing things happening, and I'm also really familiar with the sport, so I know what marks would be headlines and really admirable. And so just getting into a routine, like every Monday I'm updating bios and writing the preview. Tuesday I'm creating a doc of who's competing when, and then like throughout the weekend I'm just preparing for the recaps and making sure all the live results links and everything are up to date. So It was
and your classes, and then you have classes.
I'm just sitting here and I'm just shaking my head because I'm thinking, so she's doing this, and she's competing at a really high level, top 26 in the country in your event. So you're a high-level Division I athlete. You've got to take school as well. So you're doing school, and then you're trying to
a newlywed, throw a newlywed in there
to your marriage.
Yeah.
How are you doing all of this?
Well, I will shout out my husband. He is on the track team too. So some of our time together is at practice because we don't have very much outside of it. Sometimes I call myself an anti-procrastinator. Sometimes I don't get good scores on assignments because I'm doing it like 2 weeks before it's due and the teacher hasn't really talked about it yet.
Wow.
But I'm just such a checklist person. So I found out that if I do it like way ahead and way in advance, that I'm less stressed and I can just keep on my schedule.
Wow, it's impressive.
That is impressive.
Jake doesn't do half that much stuff, and he's impressive. So you've got it going. By the way, we've got another new Keith Robertson checking in from Kuwait on the live stream.
Are you kidding me?
How about that? That's our first one over
Kuwait
there.
in the house. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if you weren't here early enough. We got Philippines in the house, Colombia, new tonight from Kuwait and from Chile.
Yeah, Chile was another
on
new
the
one.
live stream
impressive.
tonight. Yeah,
That's like Jake said. He goes, it's impressive wherever you go. The Cougar Nation is everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You know.
And as you guys go and compete in meets around the country, do you find that you get support from BYU fans and on the road?
I don't know if I'm the right person to ask for this. I don't feel like track and field has a huge fan base.
It's hard. My daughter ran track. It's hard to cheer at track and field. There's so many things going on, and you don't even know who's winning.
It is. And shout out to my family. Heptathlons are some of the longest days at the track. Especially when we're there watching our decathlon teammates, the guys that have 10 events, it's like an all-day thing. So I don't blame fans for not really wanting to be there sometimes. But I will say that going out to restaurants and in the airports and stuff, you do see a lot of BYU fans, and they're always super nice and come up and introduce themselves.
As they should. BYU track star Mayci Taylor's on the Wise Guys. Back in high school at Cedar in southern Utah, she won individual state championships in the high jump, the 100 meters, and the 300-meter hurdles, 100-meter hurdles. She also led her basketball team to 3 state championships and was named the 4A MVP twice. After your first track season, you walked onto the women's basketball team, played there for a year, then you went back to track this year. Why did you choose running over shooting hoops when it came down to it? Because you're pretty good at both.
I feel like my ultimate potential lies in track.
Yeah.
And growing up, that wasn't my favorite sport. I mean, I love basketball. Throughout my sophomore year of college track, I was in like the biggest slump, both athletically and mentally, that I've ever been in. And I was like, I'm going to quit. Like, I can't do this anymore. And then the opportunity for me to walk onto the basketball team came up, and there were extra roster spots. And so I took it. And it didn't end up being exactly the experience that I wanted. But I mean, I learned so much about college basketball, and it was so intriguing for me.
Yeah.
But also being a walk-on and not like getting opportunities to really play.
You need the ball to score.
I mean, I was more of a practice player, and so I think that it did teach me a lot. It taught me how to celebrate other people's success and really be a team player. But also after that season, I really it made me crave track more than I ever have. Really? And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to work even harder, and I'm going to get back on the track, and I'm going to be better than I ever was. And so it was such a learning experience for me.
That's good.
It sounds like basketball got you out of your slump.
It really did. In a way, it did.
There's that. Yeah,
that's very cool. Basketball, hey, if it did nothing but that, then it was a great thing to do, right?
It was a great break from track, and also it was just fun to see a different sport. I mean, I don't think very many people get the opportunity to be involved with 2 different Division I sports.
No, they don't. Yeah, you got to be really good to do that.
And so, just learned a lot, and now I know I'm back where I should be, and nothing but learning experiences from that.
And full speed ahead. Your husband Josh is a sprinter on the men's team. He's tied for the fastest 400-meter time indoors in program history. Was it his speed that attracted you to him, or what was it?
So I actually saw him at track meets in high school.
Oh, really?
And he's a really good-looking guy.
Did he ever say hi to you, or did he big time you in high school?
He's handsome.
Or
he's
did
fast.
you big time him in high school?
Well, our dads actually work together,
Okay.
and I didn't know that. I was like pointing him out to my dad, and he's like, "Yeah, I know. I work with his dad." And so and then I knew he committed to BYU. He's actually a year older than me.
Yeah.
But what high school did he go to? He didn't go to Cedar.
No, he went to Skyridge.
Oh, he went to
Okay.
Skyridge. Okay.
Yeah.
So up in Utah County. Okay.
And I just knew that if he ever asked me on a date, like I would be completely down. And so about 4 months into his freshman year, he asked me out, and then the rest is history.
Wow.
Nice. What'd you do on the first date?
Don't tell me you went running.
Yeah.
No,
come on.
That would be too
Or
cliche.
shooting baskets. We don't want shooting baskets either.
we got ice cream, so
Oh,
that
okay.
was good. Always
Yeah.
down for ice cream. And then we went to the men's basketball game.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Yeah. Now
Chose well.
he's redshirting through this outdoor
Yes.
season because of a beach incident.
Yeah, what happened with
What
this?
happened at the beach?
So we normally go to all the meets together, but this outdoor season, we've kind of split and gone different directions.
Yeah.
So he went to Mount Sac, and I actually was off that weekend. And after the 4x4, they went to the beach because they were done, and then they were flying home the next morning. And I think he was on defense, and he went to go like try and intercept the ball, and he like rammed his toe into someone's heel.
Like they were playing beach football?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Right in the season?
Yeah. Well, he has to live. I mean,
So what
he's
happened to the
diligent.
toe?
I mean, it was all crooked, and then our trainer Dustin, I heard that he was pulling on it for like 5 minutes, and tried to straighten it out. And Josh is so tough. He was like, "This isn't gonna stop me. I'm gonna run on it." But spikes already aren't very comfortable.
No.
And when you have a broken toe and you're putting that much force onto it,
Seems
it's-
like you couldn't do that. Right.
yeah. And he's way too talented to use a season on not being 100%.
Right.
So he's gonna
What's
sit it out.
what's his potential in that race? And does it translate to outdoors for him as well? Can he be a NCAA?
For sure.
In the
yeah.
400?
Yeah. I mean, his PR is 45.7.
Oh goodness.
And I know his ultimate goal is 44, but even if he runs a 45.7 again, I mean, he qualified for nationals, so he just has to do it.
44 gets him in the competing in nationals, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So beach football's off.
No more beach football.
That is on the no
Yeah.
list. What do you expect from the team later this week? You're sending 52, and you're one of them going into the prelims. Is this a team that can get enough to nationals to have a shot at it?
I know that there's a lot of, being from the sports info side of things, I don't know if this is our best shot at nationals, because with the trials coming up, we have a lot of talented, primarily distance runners that are going to redshirt and be ready for the trials. And then
When you say trials, you're talking about the Olympic trials.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the elite athletes that are going, wait, we're going to go to Olympic trials.
Yeah, so we're talking Megan Hunter, Lexi Holiday.
Yeah.
They would be huge contributors, but I know that they had an extra indoor season due to COVID, and so if they redshirted this outdoor, they would be able to use all of next year, and then kind of be more fresh for the Olympic trials rather than being so tired from the entire collegiate season. So I'm not sure that this is our best year as a team nationally, but I know that a lot of people have a really good shot of making it, especially people in my group. I know Sierra Tidwell-Alphen, like 5-time All-American in the high jump, and then Rebecca Erickson just set the school record in the pole vault, and I know she has a great chance as well as other distance girls and sprinters.
Well,
so
we're going to be
throwers.
watching the high jump. is
Yes,
what
for
we're gonna
sure.
be.
That's what we're going to
The
focus on.
thing is they don't have a live stream for the high jump. So
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh, come
It's just
on.
off on the end?
That's not
Well,
fair.
the live stream starts at like 5 p.m. and we jump at 2. So
That's not right. That's not right. Well, we're going to follow up next week and let everyone
Okay.
know how you
Yes,
did.
for
Are you
sure.
ready for 5 questions?
I am.
Did you start thinking about it as you heard Jake?
Yes, I did.
All right.
Okay, well,
That's to your advantage.
let's start with your favorite sports movie then.
Favorite sports movie? I'm not a movie person. Whenever my husband and I watch a movie, I fall asleep within 5 minutes.
Even if you go to the movies?
Not if I go to the movies, but I don't like really going. But I will say probably Thunderstruck. I don't know if you've seen that.
Is that the roller derby one? No.
No, that's with Kevin Durant.
I thought that was a song by AC/DC.
Oh, yeah, Thunderstruck is a song by
That
AC/DC.
is a song.
So this is a Kevin Durant one?
Yeah, so he like switches his talents with this like, I don't know, like a high school boy or whatever, and then this high school boy just starts playing like Kevin Durant, and then Kevin Durant is like, his shot's broke, he can't do anything.
I've never heard of this one. I'm going to have to
We're gonna
check it out.
Thunderstruck.
Check out Thunderstruck.
Okay. All right.
So, so a movie's not a good date. What is your favorite date? This isn't one of the 5. I'm just like, what is your idea of a great date then?
I'm a foodie. Like, I love going out to eat, like Rodizio,
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it.
aubergine,
Okay.
any ice cream place.
Okay.
Take me to eat and I'm happy.
Tell everybody out there the best ice cream place in Provo that you could possibly go.
In Provo?
Yeah. Or Orem. Provo, Orem. Jake needs to know this.
I would say Cold Stone. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just so simple.
Nothing
like
wrong with that.
There
Yeah,
could
Cold
be
Stone's good.
there could
There's
be
Leatherby's. There's Cold Stone. BYU
Oh,
Creamery.
Leatherby's. That's
BYU
good
Creamery's
too.
pretty awesome.
I just go to where the Haagen-Dazs is at the
Handles.
grocery store.
Jake's throwing handles,
Handles.
in
Thanks, Jake.
there. Okay, I'm noting all of these because I love ice cream.
I'm the person that if there were 150, 200 flavors, I would still choose chocolate. So I just
There you
need
Nothing
the
wrong with
most-
that.
the
Tell you,
best chocolate.
My guy that helps me with my diet, because I'm old, and to stay in any remotely close to physical shape, he says, what do you crave? And I go, ice cream every day. Like, I just want to have ice cream every day. And he goes, okay, can't take that away from you. So when you have ice cream, you have to leave the carton in the freezer. You can go get a tablespoon, then you go to the freezer and open it, and then you can take a tablespoon out of the freezer and then close the freezer, and that's what you can have.
That's discipline.
So that's how much ice cream I have, pretty much every day.
I'm not that disciplined.
He goes to the
much
fridge
every day.
1,000 times, but
No, I
it's still
can't go
limited.
back. I do that much a day. So, okay. On that note, your favorite breakfast cereal?
So I was actually watching Coach Taylor's episode this
Yeah?
morning just
Oh,
to kind
yeah.
of get a
DLG,
feel of
yeah.
what this is. And I will agree with her. I don't have cereal. I'm more of a protein shake, smoothie type
See,
of
we were
person.
giving Diljeet a hard time about this,
Shake,
but
okay.
a protein shake, I got to admit,
The thing is if you have protein in the morning, like a bunch
Yeah.
of protein, you crave the ice cream and the sugars less at night. So you got a protein pack in the morning.
here's the thing, you know what? I have a protein shake and a protein bar every morning before I work out.
And you still crave it?
I crave ice cream nonstop.
Did I miss the band, the favorite band?
I'm coming back to that.
Oh, okay. Are you out of order?
No, yeah, because we were
I'm
talking
sitting there
about
going,
food.
where
I
was
went
the
to-
band?
Let me do this. Here we go. Your favorite singer or band?
Luke Combs.
Luke Combs. Okay.
I'm a country girl.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
He gets this like really good tickets to country. Like country's got ties to country, even though he's a hard rock
We like
guy.
Keith Urban. I think
Oh,
Keith Urban's
I
the
love
best.
him too.
He took me to Keith Urban because of his buddies.
Jake, is that all right,
writes his
Keith Urban?
songs.
Okay.
And but he also like we're also good friends with I'm losing my mind, Dave, from West Virginia.
Hey, are you name dropping on our own show?
Yeah. You're the
Paisleys.
one. Oh,
Doug
the
Paisley.
Paisleys.
Yeah.
And he gets.
We're
back
in with the Paisleys.
Oh, wow.
So that makes us feel
We're name
cool.
dropping. We're name
That's
dropping.
what we're doing. All right.
Okay, your favorite sports moment?
I would say this past, well, I guess it was 2 weekends ago, week and a half ago at Big 12s. I actually won the 800 section of the Heptathlon. And the reason why that's my favorite sports moment is because the Heptathlon's more than just like being good at each event. It's like a team effort. Like my trainers, my poor mom is like running and getting me all this food and staying hydrated. And the 800 is a really fun event to win because it's like after all of this, like it was so humid, it was so hot, and we've already done 6 events over 2 days. And to be the one that was like, yeah, I had the most guts in that race.
Yeah, I'm the toughest one out here.
Yeah, and
awesome.
so, and I ran the race really smart. I hit my splits really even because if you go out too fast, then it just hurts really bad. But with 150 meters left, I remember thinking to myself, like, do I want this? Like, can I do this?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. And it took me like 5 seconds to decide if I really wanted to.
Really? Right in it.
You're in
Yeah.
the race and you're having this discussion in your head. Do I really want this because it's going to hurt?
Yeah.
And then you made a conscious decision. That's okay.
I said, you know what? I've worked too hard, and I had probably the best kick of my life.
Wow.
And I just pulled away from the 3 girls that were ahead of me, and to finish off the Hep, and gave my coach and my parents and everyone that was there supporting me big hugs, and it was awesome for all my hard work to
Fantastic.
come out and be gutsy.
That's a great
Way to be gutsy.
That is a great explanation too of the thought process going into that race. Which is harder? I know your husband runs 400. 400 or 800? Which is harder?
The 8.
Of course it
Is
is.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh has got it easy at the 4.
I think the 4 is hard too. It's a full out
Well-
sprint for 400 meters. I die.
Yeah, but you have to think of the time comparison. I mean,
True.
like you're suffering for twice as long, and I don't know. It's a lot of time to think about how it hurts rather than the 4. It's just it's over a lot faster.
Wow.
Okay.
That tells you a little bit about track. So
Yeah, it does.
it hurts for less time to run the 400. Therefore, it's easier. Okay. Last question. Your favorite thing about BYU?
My favorite thing about BYU, and this comes from the standpoint of an athlete, is just like the support of every department trying to help you. And we're talking nutrition, athletic training, academic help. Like there are so many people's full-time job is to help the athletes. And if you need anything, someone's there to help you. And so, I just love being here. I'm so supported. I mean, I have every resource to thrive, and it's just been a great opportunity. I'm so happy I chose to come here.
It's awesome.
The football communication staff recently recognized as a top 11 Division I department by the Football Writers Association of America as one of the best performing athletic communication departments in Division I football. Second straight year they've won the award. You're part of that staff. Congratulations.
Thank you. I wouldn't say I'm too a part of that
We're
staff.
saying you're part of that
You're part of
staff because you help those guys out, and of course you do what you do with track and field and the other sports. But what a fascinating person you are.
Thank
Nice
you
job.
so much.
So good to have you on. And you watched Diljeet's, Coach Taylor's interview on here with us.
Yeah.
How'd you think she did?
She's an amazing public
She's
speaker.
phenomenal, isn't she?
I mean, how can you not listen to what she says and be motivated?
We
Right.
love her. Like we wanted to go run as soon as she was like she left. I'm like I feel like I want to go run.
She's a huge advocate for believing in yourself and believing in other people. And I always, every time she does a podcast with someone, I'm like, I gotta watch this.
She is an amazing woman. She really is.
When do you go to Arkansas?
I actually leave tomorrow morning
Tomorrow
at 7.
morning at 7 a.m.?
So
and you
I
came
leave,
with us.
Nice job.
I leave tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and I don't compete until Saturday at 2.
It's like a vacation almost, except you got to work
Except for
And
I have to
train.
work and be nervous.
and be nervous. We wish you the best of
Yeah,
luck.
and
Thank
we
you
wish
so
we
much.
could watch it on the live stream.
We'll be
It sounds like
cheering
we're
for
missing,
you.
but we'll be watching for results. So,
Perfect.
great.
Thank
Have
you for
great
coming
luck,
on the
Mayci.
show.
We'll see you.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's the great Mayci Taylor, and heading off to NCAA preliminaries in Fayetteville, Arkansas at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning and on the
She
Wise
needs to go
Guys
home and get a good night's sleep
here
tonight.
tonight.
So.
And we wish you the best later in the week.